Welcome to the To Your Success podcast, hosted by Johnsen and Elin Solheim. Each bi-weekly episode takes a deep dive into how success and freedom is created and how you can start living the life you truly want now. Krista was top CEO of international companies for more than 20 years. He's done business in most parts of the world. Now he is an international success mentor, helping people and organizations to be successful. Elin and Krista are partners in life and business. They truly live what they teach every day. They sail their beautiful 43-footer around the world while helping clients all over the world. They are proof that you can get all the freedom you've ever wanted. They truly live what they teach every single day.
Warm welcome to podcast To Your Success. I'm Johnsen. This is Elin Solheim, my wife and business partner. And today is the first time we record a podcast from our second home. We are in Alicante in Spain, and we are on board in our boat, Northern Regina. And I just wanted to show you around what it actually is. So you just get an impression of where we actually are. And today we're going to talk about success and what success actually is. And for me, success is that you live the life you truly want. And that is success for me as well, is that I live the life I truly want, that we live the life we truly want. And a big part of our life is that we sail around the world at the same time that we run our mentoring business together. We help people all over the world living their full life. This morning, for instance, I had a high achiever group live on Zoom from the boat. I was sitting over there and talking to people all over the world and helping them achieve their success.
And I had 2 client calls as well.
And you had 2 clients call as well.
Mm-hmm.
You were out walking after the meeting we had. And so it's an interaction all the time. And it's wonderful with all the technology we have. We use Starlink as our Wi-Fi, so we can, wherever we are in the world, even when we are out sailing offshore, we are connected and we can have meetings, we can have calls, and we help people every day. So, Elin, maybe you should tell a little bit about what success is for you.
Oh, success for me is it's more like a feeling. It's how I feel actually.
Mm-hmm.
The feeling of achieving my goals, or reaching my goals, the feeling on the way to the goal.
So you said feeling. What is the feeling of success? How does it feel to reach a goal?
Oh, it feels amazing. When I can close my eyes and just imagine the goal, I know where I am, and I know my goal so well, so I know where I'm supposed to be. And the feeling of being there is what takes me to my goal, takes me closer to it every day.
Yeah.
So we are living in success actually now. This is a goal.
Yeah, we are in the middle of a goal. We realized that some months ago when we were in Rome. We sailed to Rome. The journey we are on is around the world. So the last, I would say, 12, 13 months, we have sailed from Norway, where we live. We have a house in Norway. And we sailed first to London. We took the boat up, all the way up the River of Thames, and we stayed a couple of months downtown in the middle of London in our boat. And that is what we love. We love to sail, not necessarily to the remote places, but to large cities. We really like that. And then from London, we sailed through the English Channel. We crossed the Bay of Biscay, which always is shitty, and it was that for us too. We had a lot of rough weather, and I was sometimes afraid, and that's a part of reaching a goal, being afraid. And then we came to Portugal. We continued to Gibraltar. We anchored in Gibraltar, and then we sailed to Mallorca and stayed there over the winter in Palma. And we continued to Rome, and the journey this summer has been from Rome and then following the coast, up the Italian coast, to Pisa, and we sailed into France, and then we crossed over what's called the Gulf of Leon from Marseille over to Spain, and then now we are in Spain, and we will stay here in Alicante for some months. The boat will stay here. We will lift out the boat and do some maintenance, and we will go back and forth. We have seminars in just a few weeks in Norway, and for us, this is success.
So actually, just to have the success by reaching Alicante after all these months was amazing too. So yeah, we succeeded in that one.
We did. And to go back to what success actually is, Earl Nightingale, I don't know if you have heard about Earl. And Earl was one of the entrepreneurs in personal development and goal achieving. And actually Bob Proctor and I had the big honor of having Bob as my mentor just a few months at the end of his life. And he changed my life. And Bob worked with Earl. He was actually Earl's sales director. Earl Nightingale, back in the 50s, he said, success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal or ideal. Worthy goal or ideal. What does that mean? First of all, it's a progressive realization, meaning that we reach our goals step by step by step by step. To reach a goal and then to be successful, it's not something like, boom, I often say that. It's not like, oh, there I am, nothing, everything. No, it's a step by step by step by step process to reach your goal. And it's a realization of those goals. And it is a worthy goal or ideal. Worthy is a very, very important word. Set a goal that is worthy you. That you actually, that is worthy your energy, And success to me is that you live the life you truly want. Just like success to us is that we live the life we truly want. We love helping people all over the world being successful. And at the same time, we want to live the life we love, meaning that we travel, meaning that we have summer back in Norway because we love that. We have family in Norway that we take care of and that we enjoy a lot. And at the same time, we sail around the world too.
That's quite important, actually. That success, it's something like it's for each individual. It's different, because for me, success is like living like this, traveling around the world and do all the things that we do. But to have success for others could be like just manage to get up and get to work. Something easy, something just be able to have one holiday. That's success. So it's not always about money or all the things that you have. It's more like this feeling again. Actually, the feeling of having it.
Yeah, that you live the life you truly want. It's not defined by anything else. It's not defined by anyone else. It's not about having a lot of money. It's not about having the dream job. I've been in that, dream career, and I was not happy. So success is individual. It's something that you feel in your heart. Oh, that would be nice. And when you reach that, oh, that would be nice goal, then that's the first step of success. And the beauty is that when you start doing this, you get higher and higher and higher goals. You get used to setting high goals. You get comfortable in that, and then you stretch. So success is that you live the life you truly want, that you truly want. And don't be afraid of telling yourself that you really want to change and that you really want to be successful. That's okay. Earl also said that it's a progressive realization. It means it's the compounded effect. The purpose of a goal is who you become on the way to the goal. It's personal development, meaning that step by step by step by step by step, you reach your goals. Step by step by step, you become successful. There is a very, very important aspect of this. It is who you become on the way to the goal. It is not to reach it in itself. It is who you become. I can take an example from us that I used today at High Achiever. When we crossed the Gulf of Leon 2 weeks ago, when we were out sailing, and we stayed in Saint-Tropez for about 4 or 5 days because it was a storm. It has been very, very interesting weather in Europe the last.
Interesting. It's the right word.
Interesting it is, because it's adverse. It's different from what it used to be. Meaning, sailing, we always know that it's going to be windy and waves and all that. So, but it was a very, very strong wind. It's called a Mistral, the wind, and it blows. Actually, it goes from the Bay of Biscay and then across the Alps, and then it goes out in this part of the Mediterranean where we are, and it was really strong, and we had to stay in harbor for some days just to wait. It was not the worst place to stay in Saint-Tropez, though.
Oh, it was quite okay.
Quite okay. We had some nice days at the beach, and we enjoyed good. It's Saint-Tropez is a fun place to be. It's like a jet set place. I mean, our boat is far out in the harbor. It's not, the harbor is a little bit like a casino in Monaco. They park all the nice cars in front of the door, and all the bad, normal cars they are parked somewhere else, and it's the same with us. Our boat is not the kind of big yacht. But anyway, when we stay there, and then when we left, we were waiting for a window of opportunity, and just waiting for the wind. So we sailed from Saint-Tropez. We anchored up at the French island one night, and then we decided we checked the weather forecast, and we sailed out, and we got so much more wind and so much more waves than expected.
It felt like the waves were coming into the boat.
Yeah, they almost were. So we actually had to sail really fast to avoid that they were breaking over the boat. But the thing is that we have done this before. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was actually a storm. It was almost 15 knots wind. We 24 meters per second, as we say in Europe, and the forecast was like almost half of it, and the wave forecast was like 2 meters, which is about 3 feet, and we got like 5 meters waves, 5 to 6 meters, and not like long waves. So you got breaking waves because of the wind, and when the first time, and we have actually been out in the similar weather. We crossed the North Sea several times, so we know about this, and we know the boat and everything. And
I think we've been out to worse.
And we have been out in worse because since we had the wind from the rear now. But the point is that we have grown more and more and more, step by step by step. We have grown into being sailors. And so we manage it. We say, well, it's going to be shitty. We're not going to sleep so well, and it's going to be challenged to have really nice food. So because the boat is going with the waves, but we managed. And that is how it is with success too. You become a better version of yourself. You become like us, then better sailors. I mean, I started sailing when I was 7, so I always sailed, but not cross the oceans like we do now. And then, so it's the same thing. If you want to be a sales professional, you start at the bottom and then you become better and better and better. It's the same with me. And you as well. I mean, you have your career as well. First time you were management for hire, that was a challenge for you.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And, and then you grew into it. And it's the same thing. So it is who you become on the way to your goal that really matters. Because the purpose of the goal is, as I said, who you become on the way to the goal. It is personal development. It's that you feel more comfortable. It's that you more and more often have the feeling of success, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we become who we truly want to be on the way to the goal. And that is the purpose. And that is the word that Earl Nightingale used, worthy. It's worthy of you, meaning that it shall be worthy of who you truly want to be. I also want to mention one sentence that I repeat over and over and over again, and this was from Andrew Carnegie, and I learned this from my mentor, and Andrew Carnegie, and I always have a mentor, even though I have published a best-selling book, Be Daring, Be Different. You can find that on Amazon, and I mentor people. I've done that. I've been a mentor for almost 10 years, and I always have a mentor. Because that is one of the key things we do. We need someone to help us. But Andrew Carnegie, Mr. Carnegie, Carnegie Hall in New York, he was one of the richest, I think, ever richest person in the world, measured in his fortunes, his money's share of gross national product in the world. He created the American steel industry. It was the foundation for America, the industrial America that we know today. And Mr. Carnegie, and Mr. Carnegie, he hired Napoleon Hill for writing Think and Grow Rich. So that's the story. And Think and Grow Rich is a tremendous book. If you haven't read it, I strongly recommend that. I think it's page 21, which is the recipe of how to create success, if I remember correctly. You haven't read that, have you?
I haven't read it.
You haven't read it?
No, I've seen it many times because you read it, but I haven't read it.
Well, now I read The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. I study that. Andrew Carnegie said, any idea, and mark that word, any idea that is held in the mind held in the mind, that is emphasized, either feared or awared, will immediately start to clothe itself in the most convenient and appropriate form available. That's if you dissect that sentence.
Think about the positive then.
Yeah. When I realized that first time, I thought it was like, then I rather think about what I want and what I don't want. And, a lot of people around us, maybe not you, but when you look at the media, we talked about that before. It would be so fun and love to have like a paper or a TV channel that would call the positive news. It just wouldn't be so popular, I think, but maybe we should have that.
Yeah.
It's like
we can rename the podcast.
The positive news, yes, not the popular news. People are addicted to negativity, and that's a challenge. I was that too. You can read about that in my book. What my standard phrase was in my thinking. And then when you think any idea that is held in the mind that you focus on, that is emphasized, either feared or aware, as Elin said, start thinking about what you want. Start thinking about the positive things. Look for what you like. Don't look for what you don't like, because it will immediately start to clothe itself in the most convenient and appropriate form available. How is that? Why is it like that? Well, it's a very, very simple function. We become what we think about. And how is that connected? What you think affects what you feel. What you feel affects your actions, and your actions create your life. And if you wonder about what you have thought so far in life, look backwards. Just look at where you are. Your life is a result of all your thinking. And you have always been good at that. You have been better at that than me, actually.
But I think I just knew from I was little that I shouldn't think about the negative things if I wanted the positive. So I just had to think about something else. But it was kind of like, it wasn't like a competent knowledge. It was just intuition. I followed the intuition much more than you have done, I think.
Yeah.
Now you follow the intuition.
Yeah, I needed, actually that was one of the things I needed to learn to start being successful, meaning living the life I truly want and enjoying my freedom. But you always say that. No, I cannot think about that because then it happens. And I was like, where does that come from? But you also said that
true.
It's true, but I didn't know. I didn't have that knowledge intuitively. You also said that everything is energy and energy never disappears.
No, it only changes form.
And that is one of the universal laws, which is so interesting, because our thoughts are energy, our feeling is energy, our feelings are energy, and our actions are energy. And so basically what you think becomes feelings, becomes actions, and that's just a transfer of energy.
You always talk about what do highly successful people do.
Yeah. So
maybe you should tell a little bit more about that.
And the 4 things.
Yes, the 4 things.
The 4 things highly successful people do. The challenge with these things, and we tell them to everyone that we talk to a lot of people, and we always want to help them, and we have strategy calls with people all over the world, helping them. And we say this to everyone. There are 4 things that highly successful people do. And it's really simple. Number 1, you set high goals, worthy goals, right? You set high goals. Number 2, you make fast decisions. And you actually send out an email from us today about why is it important to...
It was today, actually.
Yeah, it was actually today. And I got it, so I read it. So why is it important to make fast decisions? It's very easy, because when you think about it, when you have to think about it, the old you makes the decision. It's not a decision, actually. It's just a program, because we are programmed as humans. 95% of all our day is run by programs, is automated, including the decision making. When you make fast decisions, when we, as we do in the calls, we take you to your goal. What do you truly want? I want freedom. I want to sit on the beach and work. I want to have effortless freedom. Oh, one of my favorite words, effortless freedom. I love that. And when you make fast decisions, you make them intuitively, you make them from the higher self, from who you truly want to be. That is why it is important. And actually we say that if you cannot make a fast decision, then maybe it's not right for you to get help right now. It's very, very important. And we can always be better. Bob Proctor, he said that you can always be better at making decisions. Don't think about it, just do it. Number 3, only take advice from people that have done what you truly want to do. Listen to those that have done it. And don't listen to all those people around you that hasn't done it. It's very, very important. Number 4, always invest in yourself. As I said earlier, I always have a mentor. And Elin has the same mentor now because, and they are wonderful people, and they invited both of us. So we do everything in common. We went over to the States just a few weeks ago, and this podcast is a result of that. And we're going back in January as well together because it's the most important thing to do. So what did I say? Set high goals, make fast decisions, listen to those that have done what you truly want to do, and always invest in yourself. Investing in yourself. Study this podcast, read my book, and get a mentor. And it's so easy to do. This is not rocket science, right? And it's so easy not to do. And that is the challenge. Most people, they start, stop. Yeah. But you have to. Progressive realization of a worthy goal or ideal, meaning that it takes time. It's a step-by-step process.
So how does success feel for you?
I'm never happy. That's my challenge.
You're never happy?
No, that's not true. That sounded completely wrong. I'm sorry about that. I never I can be content. I can be content, meaning that I'm grateful for what I have, but I always strive for more. And we will come back to that in another podcast when we talk about personalities. And because me as a person, I have this drive. My life motto is, how far can I go? For me, I kind of sit down and think about it and enjoy the success because I always want more. At the same time, I would say that the feelings I have, it's a lack of fear. Which I was so afraid some years ago when I was in the corporate world. I was in this career. I was so afraid. So the lack of fear is wonderful. The amount of happiness and joy that we experience is wonderful. And the gratitude. And what I'm most grateful, there are several things I'm grateful for, but I think always on my list is all the clients we help every day. So grateful. Because I think we both are. We are helpers. We love helping people. And if we cannot help people, that's actually, well, then we're going to go look for someone. Maybe the neighbor here needs some help.
Force the help.
Force help. No, we don't want to do that. But it is important, It's I also, the confidence we get, and the freedom we get, and we will come more back to freedom. But maybe I shall end this conversation with a very, very important thing about freedom, because freedom is important for everyone, and happiness takes freedom takes courage, and courage is very, very important. Freedom is not something you get, it's not something you have, it's something you take. You have to take it. Say, I am free. It's an attitude. Freedom is an attitude. Everything around you can be against your freedom, but you can be free in your mind, and that is where everything starts. It's a mindset. I am free. I'm so happy and grateful now that I enjoy my effortless freedom every day. We live the life we truly love. That's written on my goal card, actually. It's so important. And that freedom, it doesn't come for free. It takes courage, and you grab it, and it starts by saying, I am free. And then we repeat it. Anything extra you want to add at the end?
Just do it.
Oh, just do it. Yeah, you always said that to me. Remember how afraid I was when I was leaving the corporate world? And Elin, she's more intuitive than I was. And she said, just do it. Oh, that's good. Just do it. Okay. So everyone, thank you for watching. See you again soon, and we wish you a wonderful day. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you for listening to this episode of To Your Success podcast. Please leave us a rating and review on your favorite podcast platform. For more information on how Krista's mentoring programs can help you in your own life, visit kristajohnsen.com.